and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Amanda Matthews with Fertility. Every day I am working to help couples maximize their fertility and reach their reproductive goals. If you have seen me before, welcome back, and if you haven't, I am so happy you are here. Today I'm going to do a short video on fallopian tubes and scarring in the fallopian tubes, how this can affect you and how you can heal it so that you can move forward and get that baby. Okay, so first of all, if you're someone who has scarring in your fallopian tubes, you might not even know it. A lot of times scarring happens from a viral infection or a strep bacteria that is just kind of eating away and causing scar tissue in that area. It can also be caused from a birth control. Any kind of birth control can cause fallopian tube scarring. So you may be walking around, and most likely are walking around, with a little bit of scarring in the fallopian tubes without even knowing it. The problem is when the fallopian tubes are blocked, and if you are on a reproductive journey, you've probably heard this term before. What that means is basically that the fallopian tubes are so full of scar tissue that the sperm are not able to make it through those tiny tubes to reach the egg. If you are someone who has a healthy fallopian tube, the sperm can live inside of the fallopian tube for up to 5 days, so it really increases your chances of reproducing if you have a healthy fallopian tube. If you have been to a doctor or a gynecologist or some sort of clinic, they've probably tested the fallopian tubes by blowing air into the fallopian tubes to see if the passageway is open. That's a pretty common test that a lot of people take, and so if you know that you have blocked fallopian tubes, then that's great. Let's move forward. And if you don't know if you do, I would recommend setting up an appointment to figure that out, either coming to see me or some other holistic healer, or just going into your clinic. So moving forward, what I generally do when it comes to a blocked fallopian tube is I usually clean that out using zone balance and theta healing. That is a way that I work through that, and it's really effective and most of the time really quick. I'm not sure all of the procedures that will accompany a clinic visit or a doctor visit. I'm just not sure how they handle a blocked fallopian tube because I've never been in a hospital setting working with that. But some herbs that you can take to rebuild the tissue and remove the scar tissue are vitamin E, very, very important, and you don't just want to take a little bit of vitamin E here and there. You want to be faithful, very religious with vitamin E. That's going to heal the scar tissue and also help restore the elasticity to that fallopian tube. Let's see here. Silica is another really, really good way to mend the muscle tissue around the fallopian tubes and the scar tissue inside the fallopian tubes. I like a living silica. I would look for that if you're going to go that route. And again, with silica and with the vitamin E, you want to be taking them religiously and faithfully, and make sure that you're getting enough of that into your body so that it is going right to the source and doing its job. There is also an herbal blend that I have liked that is called Tissue Mend. This is from drugfreehelpstore.com. The herbalist that makes these has been in the infertility business for generations and really knows what he's up to, so that is a good option for you. He actually used these herbs in this blend accidentally on a woman who had her tubes tied, and she ended up getting pregnant because it mended the fallopian tubes. So herbs are really, really powerful if used the correct way. If I had scarring in my fallopian tubes, I would be using all 3 of these things to address the situation so that you know that those sperm have a really good, healthy pathway up to the egg. Eating a lot of fruit in your diet and also working to remove pathogens out of your diet is a really big deal. Also, I have noticed as a holistic healer that people that eat large amounts of eggs always have more scarring in the fallopian tubes, because any kind of virus, any kind of bacteria is going to feed off of eggs and therefore get stronger and therefore cause more scarring in the fallopian tubes. So these are all things that you can implement while TTC, and as always, if you have any questions or any comments or just any opinions at all, I would love to hear from you. I would love to chat with you. My name is Amanda. Again, subscribe to my channel. I'm always linking videos about all kinds of natural ways to conceive and to gently heal that reproductive system. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you really soon.